All right, let's go on, please. Then we have here the example. The kid bit his wig. It is a big ship. You can say it is or it is, no problem. Long I sounds like I, ride, bike, like, kite, nice. All of them has the magic E. You don't say ridey, bikey, likey, kitey, nicey. No, it's ride. The last sound is D. Bike. The last sound is K. Like. The last sound is K. Kite. The last sound is T. And nice. The last sound is S. The example. I like to ride a bike. Pay attention to the rhyme. It helps kids to learn the sentences, the words. It is nice to fly a kite. Okay? Let's go to the next one, which is basically the letter O. We're getting close to the end of our vowel sounds. Then at the end of it, I'm going to really make some comments on something else that we're going to have in the future. But let's continue here with the short vowels and long vowels. I know that you are asking yourself, maybe you'll say like, oh, Fábio, when are we going to have access to your pronunciation class? This is basically that. This is the class itself. And this is very important that you can be 100% attentive to my, my Instagram. I am on Instagram. I am on YouTube. And in English, you don't say I have. No, so I have Instagram. This is Portuguese. In English, say I am on. This is the way you should say that, like, I am on Instagram, because I am going to let you know exactly when you're going to have access to the classes, and you're going to see, and you can really have these classes, because it's not going to be one, with you all the time, and they're going to have free access, and you're going to really study, and this is the course. This is the pronunciation course that I'm here offering you to have access and improve your pronunciation. I will do what it takes to get your English from one level to another level, and this is what I'm going to do here. And I'm going to just do that based on my own experience of learning the language here in Brazil without living abroad, and then that's the idea of it. So you're going to really speak English the way you want to. If you want, you can count on me, because I'm going to show the way, and then you are going to have the chance just to, have access at the end of it, and I'm going to offer you that. And if you are interested in you are going to, have these classes so that you can really improve your English for sure. But let's keep up with that, because now I want you to work on the short O sound, which is all. As I said, all like off. So it says again. Fábio, do I have to speak like this? No, I am just emphasize the beginning, because normally Brazilian people really put one more syllable. As I said before, they say E stop. No, it's stop, hop. Hop is almost the same as jump. No, almost the same. But jump, normally you jump 2 feet up. But hop, you hop 1 foot, like this kind of stuff. Like if you have a hopscotch, remember hopscotch? That you used to just, hop 1 foot, like 1 foot, and then go. Anyway, so we're going to see that. It's a kid's game. I'll remember that. So anyway. So dog, top, hot. It's common. People understand this word. They say, hot doggy. That's just normally people say it's hot dog or hot dog. Well, can I have a hot dog, please? Yeah. It is a top hot dog, as I said. I like to hop as a frog. So, good example. A frog hops. That's it. And long O. The long O has this sound. O. So say rope, bow, go, hope, ghost. And then say, I go home to see a ghost. I hope you go get the rope. And that is another thing we'd like to call your attention to. I know that it doesn't really have to deal with pronunciation itself, but it's important just to call your attention to. I said, I go home. Why are you saying this, Fab? Because people normally use a preposition after the verb go. Because normally we use preposition. You say like, I go to my house. I go to the restaurant every week. I go to the mall, to the shopping mall, shopping center. But when you say home, you don't say I go to home. You say I go home. I go home every night. After finish work, I go home. So this is I go home, not go to home, okay? But let's go on, and then we're going to go to the last sound, which is the sound of letter U. There we go. Short and long vowel sounds from A to U. That's what you're talking about here today. And now we have the short U and the long U. And finally, we're going to see how we can repronounce the sounds of the letters. And today, I emphasized basically the sounds of the vowel sounds. I explained the consonant as well, but basically one sound of the consonant, but you should know that the letters are different from that sounds. And finally, we say in English, the least, but not the last, but not the least is the opposite. I'm sorry. It's the last, but not the least. We have the letter U, which is short U has the sound So you say nut, cut, bug, hut, run. This sound can vary. It depends on where you are. Now, sometimes like nut, cut. They cut the nut in the hut. I run to get a bug. And the long U, which is like a U for perfume, rescue, avenue, cube, costume. So you like the ice cube. You rescue our perfume. Our perfume. So this is the sound of U, short and long U. Again, I am going to say that today, basically, I could show you the sounds of the letters. Actually, I showed you the letters themselves, how you can pronounce the letters, and the sounds of the letters. I also showed you the importance of the sounds of the letters. You know that you can even use sentences, as I put in the example before. What your father tell you? What your father tell you? What your father tell you? Like the sound of WJR when you say what did your. I showed you also the importance of the sounds of letters when it comes to the ED pronunciation. Like you have t, d, and ed, but it depends on the last letter sounds. The last letter or the sounds of last letter. Yeah, we have to say that. I also showed you that it's important to know how you can pronounce the verb for the third person of simple present. When you add the letter s, that can vary a lot. It depends on the end of the verb sound. Or the last letter, as I said, it could be s, z. So that's what you need to know. The sounds of the letters can help you a lot. The sounds of the letters also can help you. How can you read? The sound of the letters also can help you how you can read a new word for the first time. I put some easy words that you can go and pronounce, because as I said to you, I got the same class that basically I teach my kids. But you can really read now a new words based on the sounds of the letters. And I need you to be familiar with that, because we're going to have a class about the pronunciation of ED. Today, I did not really explain detail of it, because we are going to go underneath. I'll explain details for you. And we are going to have a class about the plural of some nouns, the verbs, and it has to deal with the sounds of the letters. And you gotta know how you can really, make the difference, distinguish the letters and their sounds. Again, the idea of offering you that is to help you improve your pronunciation, enhance your pronunciation, and be attentive, be tuned. I said that to be tuned, because I am going to offer you that. I'm going to offer you like a course. Actually, I'll be like mentoring on that matter about pronunciation and stuff. And you are going to have the chance, the opportunity to improve your pronunciation a lot. And I always say to you, and I want you to keep in mind, that pronunciation is the first impression you passed on to someone. The first time you pop up the word that comes up in your mind, in your mind, people will say like, "Oh my God, how did you learn that?" They get really, really, impressed by it, and you need to know that it's important for you to improve your pronunciation every day. Fabio, can you please tell me one of the best way or the fastest way that I can improve my pronunciation? Yeah, listening. Listening. As I always say, kids do that, amazingly, because they can really copy what they listen. And they listen all the time and they reproduce the sound. They really improve their pronunciation. And that's what you have to be attentive to. You have many ways. I have already told you that, but I'm going to keep repeating what you need to do. You can work on music, learn how to sing a song. It helps you a lot. Movies, series, this kind of stuff. You can count on me to improve your pronunciation, and that's what I'm here for, and I'll see you next time. Take care of yourselves. Obrigado por assistir esse vídeo. Não esqueça de curtir, compartilhar com seus amigos. Se foi útil para você, pode ser para seus amigos também. E ativar o sininho para mais atualizações. Te vejo no próximo vídeo.